Welcome, guys, to a new episode of Rich and Rich FC. I'm your host, Rich, and my guy, Rich. Rich, how's your week? How's everything going?
Bussing, baby, it's bussing. Everything looking good, man. You know,
That's good. That's good. That's good, man. We had some Champions League action this week. Uh, a lot of games were one-sided, but hey, Liverpool took the L again, so we move. But yeah, let's start the Champions League games. Uh, Real Madrid had a very long trip to Kuwait or Kazakhstan actually, and you know the one that took our business. What do you think about the game? Your boy Mbappe was shining.
yeah, you know the vibes. You know how we get down. Mbappe is on fire at the moment. Man, game, lock it in. Go. Every game, just lock it in. One goal at least every game. This is like Ronaldo. Ronaldo, prime Ronaldo, CR7 in Madrid. I feel like he's very comfortable now with the team, and the team is certainly, you know, it's his team at the moment. So he's doing what he's supposed to do. The golden child.
That's good. Um, I mean, he's taking over the team right now. With uh Alonso in being the coach right now. Looks like he's giving him the keys to the kingdom right now. Like he can't do no wrong. So, do you think Vinny has a role to play, or he Alonso wants more from Vinny? Because it seems like everything is Mbappe now.
Yeah, definitely. So that's the scary part, obviously, of the team dynamic. I feel like Vinny will pick up, but not just Vinny. Everybody needs to on the team. Everybody on the team needs to pick up. Arda Güler is having a good season so far, so he's one of those players that's picking up. But other than that, I feel like everybody else on the team, they have to definitely pick up in terms of like goals and assists. Vinny's Vinny, so I think he'll come along and he'll pick up the form. I know, he was the man before, so that's kind of a new challenge for him, and we'll see how he deals with it. But he's a talented individual, so there's no, you can't take anything away from him.
Right. Also now Bellingham coming back from injury into full fitness. He featured in this game, but who do you think is gonna take the bench permanently when he's fully fit?
And then we have an 18-year-old kid. He's gonna sit on a bench,
But he got
and
an assist though, doing well.
doesn't matter. He's 18. He, he,
Wow.
uh, he has a lot to learn. You can see the talent, and I'm referring to Master 20. You can see the talent that he has, but he's not ready. He's not ready to play in the big time. He still needs time to adjust. You can see the talent, but he still needs to, learn. So I right now Arda Güler is doing good, so you can't bench him. So I think that position, even like Rodrigo had a good game when he came on, but right now the coach doesn't seem to look to favor him at the moment. So I mean, those guys, the Rodrigo, Master Antoine, Brahim, even Valverde, they need to get up to speed. And Huisin, he started off good, but he also needs to they do better because the defense, this team we played, it's not really a game.
Yeah, it's a more like a warm-up game. So,
Yeah, it was, so
but
nothing.
let's move on to Liverpool. Now that was one big game. The night before the game, the Galatasaray fans went a little bit crazy, throwing fireworks outside of this hotel and all. But look at that work though.
Shout out to
Liverpool are not their best right now.
Yeah, definitely, and shout out to Oshiman for that PK. It wasn't the best PK to be honest,
Eh,
but it went in.
who
Uh,
cares? Yeah.
When
Who cares? Alongside the net ball, just hey, that's all they care about.
it wasn't the best PK. And then you can see Liverpool, they're still trying to figure out things. And I felt like they were trying to rest the big time players and also trying to, balance all, how busy they are. So, I mean, I think overall it's nothing. There's nothing to really worry about, to be honest, because playing away in Turkey, especially against Galatasaray, is a challenging thing, especially when it comes to friends. Their friends are, I would say, a bit crazy, to be
Very
honest. So
passionate. Very
yeah,
passionate about the game.
you can say passion, I say crazy.
But looking at the formation that Slot played, putting Frimpong at left mid and Szoboszlai at right mid. I mean right back. Seems like that's a bit backwards.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to get players rest. At the beginning of the season, trying to do the rotation system, and then he's trying to get the newer players some playing time and kind of experiment with the team. Maybe he felt like Liverpool was way better than Galatasaray, but I mean, you can't take those teams lightly. That's what I was saying. Even like at the end, he brought in Salah and Isak to try to rescue a point, but these are tough games. And Galatasaray is a big team traditionally, and they always have like those nice strikers. Even Drogba was there in the past,
Hmm.
and they're very passionate, man. They fight hard, they play hard, and especially at home when their friends are behind them. If you don't, go in there and beat them with your best, then it's kind of hard. So, and Frimpong, man, he gotta start doing better too. So,
They
all
don't
the
play
new,
out of position.
yeah, but all the new players at Liverpool right now, I don't think they're up to speed. Frimpong, Wirtz, Kerkez, um, only Ekatike, then he went and did something really like dumb, you know. So
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, at the moment, and yeah, Isak is not in form. Even Salah hasn't really been Salah of last year. So there's a lot more for Liverpool to do. And so much feel sorry for him because they be playing him like everywhere. Man, if I'm a player, I gotta tell the coach, bro, I don't play no right back, bro. I'm not playing. So I'm
I guess he wants minutes because the role behind the striker, it's seems like it's exclusively for Verts right now.
hey, then I gotta sit on the bench, right? And then when January comes, please, I'm a valuable piece of this team, and I've been here. So if you want to keep using somebody who hasn't contributed anything to the team so far at a position that's my position, I feel like, and hey, I might have to call my agent. You got to talk to my agent.
But he could have pulled Szoboszlai on the right mid and pulled Frimpong at right back so that he can, you know, be on the offense. And Frimpong will be his natural, I mean, he's not right back, he's a right wing back, but um, you can kind of salvage
So,
it that way.
yeah, I think it was more like a tactical thing where he wants to utilize Frimpong's speed, but it didn't work. So they kind of, in hindsight, he got it wrong for that game. He got the formation wrong. So, Schlupp,
Mm. That also led to Allison getting injured till the end of the November international window. So,
yeah,
you know,
and even this guy Konote, he's making a lot of mistakes.
yeah.
So I don't know what he's been eating or what he's doing. Maybe his girlfriend broke, but that guy he gotta take a break and rewind and do what he's been doing in the past.
Yeah. Now let's move on to Atletico. Atletico decide to release all their goals in recent matches. They got five, scored another five against Frankfurt. Seems like Alvarez is living large right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's performing every game.
course, yeah. So Alvarez is in good form, and you're kind of seeing the all his attributes and what he brings um to a team. And there's no wonder he's won everything. So that guy's definitely a special player. Good with free kicks, PKs, clinical, makes good runs, works hard for the team. You never hear him complaining. He doesn't look for like to be a star, but he is a star in my eyes. So big ups to Alvarez. Definitely, all his attributes, and he's definitely a star. And we can't really. I'm even beginning to think like he's probably the best player for Argentina at the moment. Mm,
Lautaro is gonna give him a challenge right now, but since
No,
yeah, he's on.
no.
I feel like right now Alvarez can retire Messi. But like, it's okay, old guy. Take a seat. Let us take over. I got it. Because right now the way he's playing, I feel like the reason Man City struggled last season was kind of because of Alvarez being out.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with that. And
Oh,
also,
let me say that.
I think he's already proven himself. Even at the World Cup, he was the forward that was leading the line.
Hmm.
The He was the forward that's leading the line. He's scoring goals. He's pressing. You'll see Messi walking all the time, and Alvarez is working his socks off. So in
Um,
that regard, I think to be honest, Argentina has a nice squad, even with the younger players.
yeah.
That up. So Messi, man, he just needs to relax in Miami. To be honest, worry about Chicago and stuff.
Hey, Chesko not gonna like that, but hey,
Chicago,
shout out to Chesko. But you know,
Chicago, Chicago, Vancouver, and Columbus Crew. That's the people he needs to worry about now.
but but Inter won 3-0. Chelsea we took the win against Benfica at home.
It was a struggle though. Chelsea,
Not really.
Chelsea at the moment is not really in good form. So it was kind of even surprising when I saw that they won because, to be honest, like the last couple of weeks, it's been a struggle. And Benfica just fired a coach. They're like Benfica is like Man United of Portugal.
No, 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 no. No way. Even though the party of coach, you're still doing pretty well.
Okay.
So I feel like they should be okay. Um, they're still third in their league. Um,
You know what was surprising?
what?
Chelsea didn't get a red card.
Actually, they did.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
they did. Y'all Pedro came on, got two yellow cards and got sent off.
You're lucky it was at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel- even I don't think with the red card, because even the squad that they started with wasn't really the strongest. They had Bonanote, Garnacho, George as a striker, Badiashile, Gusto. So kind of like the B team, the quote
Yeah.
unquote conference league team, in the Champions League. But
It was the same thing with Liverpool. These coaches are trying to find like rest for the first team players, to be honest. So every time they get like opposition that they feel like they don't need to use their strongest team, they're gonna try to utilize that time to rest their 18 players, basically. So
but they have to because guess what? They play
no,
that on the weekend.
yeah, yeah,
Chelsea
definitely,
takes on Liverpool on the weekend. So I guess
definitely.
they prioritize that game over the Champions League game, which, in all fairness, both teams should have won.
Yeah, yeah. So not necessarily. I wouldn't say not necessarily that. They prioritize the league over the Champions League game, but at the same time, they feel like the B team can beat those types of teams. So I mean, in Chelsea's, they came through and got the win. In Liverpool's case, they fell short, but Chelsea was at home too. So and Liverpool went away. So you have to put those things into consideration.
Yeah, but look, okay, yeah, Chelsea at home, but looking at Chelsea in bad form, they didn't give Benfica anything, like nothing at all.
But Benfica's not in good form. they literally just hired a new coach, so they're also not doing that great. So
Well, we'll still take the win either way. Thank you, Jose. And he'll be all right next time.
mm,
But let's move on to the next game. Newcastle gave USG the beatdown. Big guy, Walter Mate scored a goal. Gordon looks like he's stepping up, taking a ride after Isak. What do you think about his performances recently?
the team they played was not good, so you can't put too much value in it. To be honest, I don't even know where USG is, what country they're from. So
They're from Belgium.
oh, well,
Relax.
I've seen
And they're at the top of their league. They haven't
and,
lost a game in the league.
and I listen to Newcastle. So the Belgium league, I can only imagine.
They're
I,
in the same league as Club Brugge and Ghent and Genk and Waterloo, all those
what
teams.
does that mean?
Meaning they're pretty good.
Right, let's move on, man. That's
The
what I'll say.
game by Newcastle, right? They
All
take
right,
on Ange. What do you think? You think that this is a good game to prepare them for the weekend, or is just one of those like they just got to get it over with?
man, anybody can beat a team led by Ange, to be honest. I don't understand how that guy got another job. It's like men hiring Amoron and then another team hiring him. It just doesn't make sense.
Well, let's move on. Man City versus Monaco. Again, the big Norwegian scoring 2 goals for Man City, but wasn't enough.
Correct. So the question I have for you is, how effective are those goals that Haaland is scoring? 'Cause,
Here,
man,
his goals got him a point. Got Man City a point. It
against
is,
Monaco,
like I said a few episodes ago, right?
against
He's
Monaco,
good against Monaco, yes. They should have won that game, but a silly mistake by the defense,
oh,
or like, yeah, silly mistake by the defense, gave away PK, and they tied again. They should have won
mm,
that game, but like I said a few episodes ago, right? He's doing his job. Like he's scoring goals. If Man City is not winning, it's because he's not scoring goals. But there's the point where he's scoring goals, but yet they're not winning games. You can't blame him. You can only blame the people behind them. Now they do have a good goalkeeper, a good shot stopper in Donnarumma, but you cannot say Man City's failures are from Haaland not scoring goals. It's from the defense and the midfield not doing their job properly.
okay.
So
Well,
again,
so I would say you have to be careful when you say, "Oh, this guy has to score goals and make the team win," because he's scoring goals, but the team is not winning.
right,
So something has to change.
right. But see, with that argument, right? If the team plays very good defense and their striker is not scoring goals and they cannot score nobody else can score goals. What's the difference? Man City plays score goals, how long score goals, they tie. Let's say Arsenal, they play good defense, they don't score any goals, they tie.
They don't tie, they win actually. So
No, I'm just saying, if they don't score any goals.
I can't say that because it's what Arsenal does is they play good defense and they win. And it's not just one person that's scoring the goal. Very individuals are scoring the goal. So it's a team effort. It's a cohesion. It's not dependent on one person. And even like Real Madrid, I'm kind of concerned with them is everything is based on Mbappe. So what happens when Mbappe gets injured? Or what happens when Haaland gets injured? And
That's the issue.
top of not being able to produce goals, now your team is not playing good, which is based on the playing style. So sometimes how the team or the coach sets up the team, right? It can be like Man City sets up to kind of feed Haaland. So sometimes I think it leaves them open. And even when they played Arsenal, right? Once they scored the goal, they were playing defense because they were scared. So, I mean, I think when they played these teams like Monaco, they should be able to beat them easily, to be honest. They shouldn't be tying Monaco. And they started like the A team. It's not like they're starting the B team, so well, that's
But
all I'll say. But
looking at Man City, right? Haaland has 8 goals. Everybody else has one. That's a problem. Like you said, if injury do plague them and Haaland gets affected and is out for a period of time, there's gonna be a problem. Same if they can
yeah,
keep a clean sheet, but maybe if he goes out, things might change. Other people might start contributing. But let's see. Let's see.
yeah. What
Hopefully,
about Haaland too? He's not scoring. He's not really doing anything for the team. So for all the goals he scores, he doesn't really do anything else for the team.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
So that's what I'll say. But anyways, let's talk about Hurricane, my boy Hurricane and Olisi. Right now, one of the 1-2 punch, one of the best combinations in Europe at the moment.
I mean, Bayern, they have a very good squad, right? Even with my boy Jackson in there, that look really good. He came on, got a goal and an assist. But overall, Bayern looks like a very complete team. They have a good goalkeeper, a very solid defense, and the players, the four up front, very rotation. They can rotate it any way they want, and it still works out. Jackson is a very good player to play with. Like you can play off him, and you'll be fine. He's not a he's not a
Okay.
bad finisher, right? But look at the impact he had in this game. Olise was scoring off for him. Kane was scoring off for him, assisting off for him. It looked like they've been playing together for a long time. And I feel like that's what last season Chelsea had with Jackson and Cole Palmer. Palmer looked really good because Jackson was making himself available to be played with, you know.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
sounds
but Olise right now, hottest player, Kane, man, I think he's gonna win the Gerd Muller Award with the number of goals he's scoring. And right now we are like what 2, 3 months into the season. He already has almost 20 goals,
yeah, yeah.
which
So
is crazy.
yeah, very crazy. So what I'll say is right now some of the hottest strikers or players right now is Mbappe, obviously Harry Kane, and
Holland.
Haaland's doing pretty well. So but right now Harry Kane is on fire, and to be honest, I don't even know how Olise left EPL to Bundesliga because the talent that guy has is beyond me. I've seen him play a couple of times, and for Bayern, he's like a maestro, man. He's given assists. He
Yeah,
can score free kicks, 1-on-1, crossing, passing. He doesn't really have a weakness offensively. So he's a very incredible player, and I'm very astonished that EPL teams just allowed Bayern to just buy him. To be honest, and I'm glad he went to Bayern because now is you can tell like this guy's on another level. To be honest, and even like on Lamine Yamal type of level, to be honest, with that left foot of his. So far incredible. Um, and I think this was Jackson's second start. He did well. Obviously, the team they played too good, but these are the games he's gonna play. So he missed like a one-on-one chance with the goalkeeper, but
that's
uh,
typical Jackson.
yeah, he's gonna second striker. and he'll play in these games that, they'll have chance to blow out teams. But I mean, Bayern overall right now, I mean, they're scoring like 4 goals a game. Harry Kane is getting
Mhm.
like per game. Um, the hottest striker in the world at the moment, along with Mbappe, and then Haaland is kind of trending. But the only thing with Haaland is his goals doesn't really help his team. That's the only thing I'll take away. But Mbappe,
Points.
yeah, Mbappe and Harry Kane pretty much on fire.
Yeah. Olise company did well recruiting him because a lot of teams wanted him, but when company called, it was like, "Yep, I'm on my way, bro." But yeah, now let's go down to Arsenal. Arsenal took the win against Olympiacos. Again, Saka and Martinelli scored the goals. The big name, big money signing, nowhere to be found. And that's what I mean by good defense, but if your striker is not scoring, it's a problem.
How's it a problem if they won 2-0?
No, they're as if their striker is not scoring, it'll be
But they
a problem.
they won two
But
zero. The striker didn't score.
no, this game they did fine, right? But in a
So
case where they need him to score, and
okay,
let's say Saka has one of those games where nothing works out. Martinelli that has a game, nothing works out. Odegaard struggling for fitness. Eze can't do anything. And they need someone, a hero. It's supposed to be that big man up top to deliver them.
no, I wouldn't say
They're
that.
not doing that.
I wouldn't say that because Arsenal is a team. They're actually a team. So what it means as a team is everybody produces, everybody does something. So if he doesn't score, Gabriel will score. If he doesn't score, Martinelli will score. The goal Martinelli scored was because of Guy Corus pretty much
Yeah.
um, the shot
You know.
hit the pole, and then it was an open net for Gabby. If you're watching the game, right, what you want to watch for is like the runs he's making. Um, is he having an impact on the game? How his teammates are feeding him. And I would say he had chances to score, and he should have probably scored one, but it's not a big deal because at the end, if they're winning, that's not really a big deal. If you've seen everything else, his hold up play, he's holding up the play. And what I've noticed is it seems like Martinelli plays better when he's playing with Gycoris because Gycoris holds up the ball and he's able to kind of exploit the space around him in that regards. And it's still fairly a new team. Remember, Saka just came back from injury. Eze just came onto the team, so he's still got to get there. Um, what's his name? Odegaard is still got to pick up his form. But the crazy thing is they keep winning. And if they lost or they drew, they lost to a good team. The only loss or draw was Man City and Liverpool. So if you're gonna draw and lose to a team, it's better than that. If you're gonna like lose to Man United, then you got a problem. So that's what I'll to
Shots fired at Chelsea by hey. Now, the last big game that we had was PSG and Barcelona.
yes.
Barca had a good first half, and PSG had a better second half.
Mhm.
They
Yeah, it's
all
very
had big stars, Doué and Dembele. No problem. They took care of business. Should Barca be worried?
yes. Yes. For Champions, I think Barca should definitely be concerned because this is a weak PSG team. You have Bakula. Bakula is like that guy, when he has any chance to score, I have no faith he's gonna score. One-on-one with goalie, no faith he can score, to be honest. Occasionally he'll score. Nice goal. But he's talented, but he reminds me of like Jorginho from Arsenal, like back in the days. Um, but no, so it's concerning because Barca have Lamine playing right now. Their striker Torres is in form.
Mhm.
Rashford great. You know, they have Pet Young, um, and the PSG didn't have Dembele, Doué. I don't know. The other guy, what's his name?
They
Kravis.
didn't start. Kvaratskhelia wasn't there. Oh,
Yes. And you know how they lost too because of that high line they keep playing.
yeah.
They, like Bayern and PSG.
Marquinhos was out as well.
And then you had the battle between Mendes and Lamine. And Lamine, I don't know, man. I think the fame and things are getting to his head
Yeah.
because, yeah, you
So
can.
let me ask you this: Lamine and Olise, who is better?
To be honest, if you look at their stats, it's very similar, right? Of course, Lamine is younger and he's had the success on a global stage with Spain and then with Barca and kind of a standout season. But even like last year, I would say Rafinha kind of carried them a lot.
Oh,
Well, I mean, famous because of,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, and because of Spain. But I mean, I like Olise. I like Bayern. If Bayern plays them, I think Bayern beats them. Teams like Bayern, teams like PSG are going to give Barca a lot of problems because of their high line and defense. They're vulnerable. And then with PSG in particular, with Hakimi and Mendes playing the right and left back role, a
Hmm.
lot of problems for PSG. And then you input Dembele in there and do it, that's a whole nother level of problems that there. And if you're just gonna, I mean, Perry do this, it's not gonna work. I like Lamine, but I think he had a great season. But in terms of statistics, right, there are a lot of players that match his statistics in terms of goals and assists. He's not on Harry Kane and Mbappe when it comes to like scoring goals and assisting. So even when the Ballon d'Or kind of comes up, and even I know Dembele won, but we all know Dembele is not the best player even on the French team.
That's true. I mean, looking at for the Ballon d'Or, actually, that's a whole different conversation. But
Yeah, and I would say he had a
uh,
good deserves the Ballon d'Or
yeah,
nonstop. But in terms of like giving it to Lamine and they were crying about it, I was like, come on, man.
no, no.
Yeah,
I don't think Lamine deserved it, even though he did well. I think second was fair. If not, maybe overdone. He could have been fourth and I'll still be okay. If we're
yeah.
coming in third, I mean second, or even Mbappe being second.
No, I didn't. Because of Real Madrid lack of success last year, I would say I didn't have Mbappe up there, even though we know he's like one of the best. Even
Mhm.
striker with Harry Kane. I had Rafinha as the second.
Even Harry Kane.
Yeah,
When I saw where he was, I'm like, hold on.
and
This is
the
a
thing,
guy that has a lot of goals.
yeah, and the thing with Barca too is they have a lot of support. Lamine has a lot of support, even from Rafinha, and then with Pedri and De Jong. Those are like like when I look at midfielders like Pedri, De Jong, Vitinha, those are like top of their
Yeah,
like doesn't get any better. So
yeah,
yes,
quality. Yeah,
defensively, they have a lot of work, but it's also how they play with that high line. So, you know,
yeah. And now I also have to call out this United reject,
doing well.
Ireland.
Yeah. It's not just him.
Two goals,
Yes, yes,
two goals against Amarin's old team, Sport 10.
yes, yes. So, in life, right? Go where you are loved, not where you are tolerated.
No, but it looks like right now, Ireland is not a bad player. He was just on a bad team.
I wouldn't say he's on a bad team. It's just when you're on a team that the coach doesn't value you and they don't play to your strengths, right? It's not gonna well. He's a guy who likes to run. So you have to get the ball to him in spaces and allow him to shoot and do whatever. Don't ask him to be doing stuff that he's not good at, like, So what I'll say is all the Manchester rejects are doing well in life at the moment,
Very well.
and
Rashford,
they're playing in Champions League. They're not playing in where's Man
he's
U?
performing, actually.
Yeah,
Rashford is performing.
where,
Haaland is performing. Sabitzer is performing.
where,
So,
where, where's Man U playing? They're not in Kurobo Cup. I didn't Kurobo.
no, they they got kicked out by Grimsby Town. But no
And you
more trolling, no more trolling United.
feel
Uh,
bad. It's bad, bro. And this is all. I don't
well,
I kick them out.
well, that's how you know. But let's see how they fare over the weekend. Hopefully, they can grab some points against Sunderland.
Hell no. Sunderland, Sunderland, Sunderland,
uh,
like
but
Sunderland.
let's switch over to EPL, right? And like as we already started, let's start with United. They play Sunderland. How do you think it's gonna go? Quick hot takes. Who do you
Right now,
win it?
right now, Sunderland is one of those teams you don't want to play. They're in good form. And United, if you score on them, I think the fans are even gonna make the atmosphere shaky for them. So they can win.
So who do you have to win? Sunderland or
Thunder,
United? Sunderland
Thunder,
to win. All
yes.
right.
Saka is there. My boy,
Um, Bournemouth, Fulham. Bournemouth, Fulham. Who do you have to win?
I like Bournemouth at the moment. Right now, my boy Semenyo's on fire.
All right. Leeds, Tottenham.
Spurs should win. Spurs are a proper team at the moment.
I'll go for a draw on that one. Arsenal, West Ham.
Come on, man. Arsenal, baby.
Close, narrow win for Arsenal. Yeah. Now the big one over the weekend: Chelsea, Liverpool. Who you got?
I'm Liverpool. They rested some of their key players. They should be hungry. They have the better team. So,
No Allison though.
nigga, what is who's gonna score for Chelsea?
João Pedro. Well, actually, he's not against out. Damn.
No, he should in an EPL. I think he's suspended for Champions League.
Oh, right, right. So he'll be
Yeah,
fine. He'll score the goals. Brighton, Wolves away.
right.
Brighton away.
Brighton's my team, man. I like the way they play. Shout out to your Kubo Minta
Yeah. Newcastle, Forest.
at Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Anybody
Everything, Crystal Palace.
uh, Crystal Palace is nice. Crystal Palace should get it. Could be a
All right.
draw.
Villa, Burnley.
Villa should turn things around from now on.
All right. And the last game of the week, Brentford, Man City.
This is not Manchester United, Man City.
Yeah, Man City.
Yes, Man City.
Man City. All right. Now, Barcelona, Sevilla.
Barca will brave them.
All right. And then Madrid, Villarreal.
Madrid,
All right.
Madrid or Mbappe.
You heard it here first, guys. These are predictions for the weekend. Um, that's all we have for today. Please comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Ciao.